Scoopy Radio in the building. They not like us.
I'm telling you.
What's going on with you, bro?
I'm great, man. Good to be around NBA greatness, basketball greatness, great fans. I'm happy to be here.
What did you think of the Kevin Durant trade?
I was expecting it, either there or San Antonio. I'm surprised the Rockets kept Eason, Reed Shepard, Cam Whitmore, but I thought it was a great move by Houston.
Does Kevin Durant joining the Houston Rockets make them an instant contender?
For sure, 100%. I mean, obviously they were, number 2 in the West. Took Golden State, probably the most experienced team in the playoffs this year, to a Game 7 at home. And I just felt like they were missing that scorer. Jalen Green is a up-and-coming superstar, his first playoff experience. But they was missing that, guy who can calm down and give me the ball. And they got the best scorer in NBA history. So,
do you think if Kyrie Irving didn't tear his ACL, Kevin Durant would have considered going to Dallas?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I know their relationship. I think Dallas definitely had a good chance of getting him.
I agree. You coming from the DMV?
Yeah.
Playing alongside Beasley. In different circles, KD.
Yep.
If you had to name your Mount Rushmore of DMV basketball players, who would they be?
I would have to go Kevin Durant. I would have to go Len Bias. I would have to go Victor Oladipo. And I have to go Mike Beasley.
Okay. Why do you think Mike Beasley is so misunderstood?
I think the players and those who know people in media, people in journalism, coaches, people in front office. They know if you just roll the ball out, it's Mike, Kevin. There's just certain guys who just wake up and are just better than everybody. And Mike has just been better than everybody his entire career. But in life, there's politics. Sometimes you have to handle things a certain way. Sometimes if you're 19 years old getting placed in Miami with millions of dollars, you don't come from anything. Mike is a walking testimony, and at his age now, to be where he is and to who he is to basketball, I'm just so proud and happy for him.
What was the NBA bubble like?
It was fun for me. It was fun. It was like a grown-up AAU camp, AAU tournament / camp. Our team stuck with each other. That Laker team was probably the closest team I ever been on. We literally did everything together, literally. And you saw certain teams, they'll be in their 2s, 3s, singles. When you saw the Lakers, you saw 9 of us, 5 of us, 10 of us. It was a definitely something that when we're there, we're counting down the days. But we were doing some great stuff, and to be a champion out of those circumstances, we're definitely we live forever.
I feel like when you look at the Spurs' first championship against the Knicks in the lockout shortened season, people talk about it being an asterisk, and then they come back and they win more championships.
Yeah.
Do you think when people look back in the history books 20 years from now, they'll look at the Lakers the same way? Because I feel like y'all get a bad rap because it was in the bubble.
It's fresh. So, people remember it. People can remember where they were and everything, but I'm a basketball historian. And I was 6 years old when that Spurs team beat the Knicks in '99. And we never bring up that first Tim Duncan championship. Tim has his championships. David, Avery Johnson, Pop. We don't never. Yeah, they beat the Pistons. They beat the Heat. They beat this team. But that Knicks, I'm 32. I haven't heard that ever in my lifetime. So, it's down the line. People appreciate it.
Who is somebody in the NBA bubble that wasn't a Laker that you built a stronger bond with because you were on the campus for as long as you were?
Wow. For me, Bam Adebayo. I hung out with Bam a lot. I grew up a big fan of Lou Will. So to really, and at that time, the Lakers and Clippers, we had our little rivalry. And in the city, when we were around in the city, it was still kind of that. But, I got to talk to him every morning, every day, ask him some stuff. And I'm like a fan. So when I see players that I grew up idolizing, I don't care what team I play with. I'm always. So Lou Will is somebody who I got close with in the bubble.
Learn me something. So the day that Kobe passed, you were on that Lakers team, correct?
Yeah, we was on a plane.
Okay, so it's been told to me that you guys, well, I knew that you guys went on that East Coast road trip, played the Knicks, played the Sixers. Of course, LeBron had broken Kobe's record, the scoring record the night before.
Yep.
First part of that question, were you in the room when LeBron was on the phone with Kobe talking to him the night that he broke it?
Well, he talked to him briefly in the locker room, so guys could hear him. I don't know their conversation after, but cool story for me. I mean, not a cool story, but
introspective story.
Something that just, you know, you being a fly on the wall. I'll never forget myself, LeBron, AD, and Jared Dudley. Us four, we did everything. And LeBron, so we had a bus. So we played that night. We had an early bus, obviously flying from Philly to LA. And me and LeBron were always the first two on the bus. Us two and Dudley. Because AD was always like the last one. We always make fun of him. So me and Bron get on the bus early. And I don't know if Bron's ever told the story, but Bron was talking to Kobe that morning. And I heard Kobe's voice talking, and when they talked before the night before, there was cameras around, so you know they couldn't get as personal as they want. People could have been live, so but you know they were on the phone for maybe 3 to 4 minutes that morning, coming back from Philly, and you know I heard Kobe's voice, and they were talking, and Kobe was just so happy for him, and then obviously we go to the plane, we all pass out on the plane, and you know we were woken up to the news.
So he talked to him moments before.
Yeah. I don't. So it had to be like 4 a.m. LA time. I don't know what time the helicopter left, but yeah, they talked that morning.
The way that guys on your team shared it with me, everybody was asleep. Somebody cut on Wi-Fi, and Dwight Howard said, "Yo, Kobe died."
So me and Dudley sat next to each other on the plane, and I was asleep. Doug was asleep, and I remember Frank Vogel going around person to person, waking them up. QC, you know, Kobe and Gigi's pass and a tragic accident, whatever. Dudley, Kobe, and Gigi, he was going room, but player to player, and I looked at Bron, and Bron had his face, because he sat where the table was when they played cards, eat. He had his hands, like his face in his arms, like on the table. Then I looked at Dwight, and Dwight was just bawling his eyes out. So obviously you try to put your Wi-Fi on, you like what's going on, and you saw the reports, but it was a crazy moment.
What was LA like for you after?
It was rough. It was rough because as me as a lifelong Kobe fanatic, a lifelong Laker fanatic, at the time it was still Staples. When I see Staples, I see Kobe. When I see certain things around LA, I see Kobe. There was a picture. It was a picture of David Stern and Kobe. It was a billboard because I think David Stern had passed a little bit before, and there was a picture honoring David Stern and the young Kobe at his draft. I took a picture of it when I seen it on a random night, and it's just like when you drive around, Kobe was always represented, so it was tough for me.
What are you working on now?
Life. I mean, I'm playing overseas now, so it's definitely a transition, but I'm still playing at a high level. I'm in some more businesses now. I got a restaurant coming out. I got a book coming out. I got another movie coming out, so I'm just trying to, have my hands on a lot of stuff. So.
Well, when you drop your book, we definitely have to have you on Scoopy Radio.
No, for sure. I'm gonna need you. Then.
You have my word.
I appreciate you always. You know that.
Likewise.
You know that.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Always, man.